Glock 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Huskers will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give to the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Knox. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Jumped on top of the pile.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. This time on target. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Spartans are on the move. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for loss of yards.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And some room to work. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick release by the QB. On a spin move. And he's still running after the move. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistent.
They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Sparty. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the tailback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Dobbs. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Huskers have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Toure. The short hands. It's Dobbs. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. Still just shedding tackles. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll try it over the left side. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And it's no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Toure. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And the Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
They'll try to power it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something something cooking.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Toure. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a crease to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because in the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Louisville may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Knox. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Knox. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Second down coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're going to mark this one at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll go to the ground, finding an escape route. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Toure. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Powers through the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, the running back has it. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Looking for a man. It's Toure. Bringing the heat. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Huskers line it up with a first and goal. Getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Motion from the back. Now they're going to throw it. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Making side adjustments here. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now improvising. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Right out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Inside the 50. He's at the 30.
Well, I like the thought process, right? You're trying to force your opponent to at least have to score a touchdown to come back and win this one. You don't come away with the 2-point conversion, but you're still feeling pretty good here late in the game.
They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.